Hi, I'm Stephanie Mariva Fayou. I'll be teaching sustainable finance. I'm really honored and delighted to be here in front of you. Before we go into the course, I would like to introduce myself and explain to you why I'm doing this, why it matters, why sustainable finance matters to the world and to me. So I'm from a small island, Tahiti, and for 10 years I was working for Paribas and Lehman Brothers in investment banking, capital markets. It was really intense, exciting. I learned a lot, but after 10 years of tough times and a lot of injustice as well, I wanted to be independent and set up my own firm, my own financial advising firm. It was in 2006. Less than 2 years later, the financial crisis struck, and it was really shattering. I lost faith. I lost faith in the financial markets system. I realized that it was rotten, that financial products were not made to serve the client's interest, but the bank's interest. And I thought that we had really reached the wall, that we needed to change the way we were doing things, that it was completely unsustainable. Well, my world had changed. I did not believe in what I was doing anymore, and I really had a problem with this. So I explored new ways of doing business at that time, and I met an old client of mine who had moved to Cambodia to become a social entrepreneur. It's a term I had never heard of, but it resonated, and I wanted to explore. So I made a film, a documentary called Social Business, A New Path for Capitalism, ? To explore this subject. At that time, it was 2012, very few people knew about the subject and very few people were interested. But over the years, it has picked up. The message has picked up. So what is a message? What is social business? Social business is a business. It's a business that aligns the interests of all actors. The business owners, the investors, but also society, the clients, the customers, the people, and the environment, the planet. If these actors are not aligned, it breaks down. And it has broken down over and over again. So with the 2008 crisis, financial crisis, the world kept on going. I thought my world had changed, but I was very lonely thinking this way. Because once the governments bailed out the banks, billions and billions and hundreds of billions, everything started as before, and even sometimes even worse. So I was kind of puzzled. And then we had Fukushima, we had refugees crisis, we had terrorism, we had fires burning Amazonia, burning Australia, all the animals dying, and we still continued living our ways, doing business as before. So I was thinking, what's going to happen? Where we are heading to the big fall. And what a blessing, the coronavirus happened. Of course, it's a tragedy, but in a way, it's a blessing. Because I hope that with this crisis, which combines all of the above crises, social, environmental, financial, economic, all that you want, I hope now that more and more people will be willing to change their ways. I'm a financial advisor, but I'm also an investor in startups and in businesses that have impact. I also coach entrepreneurs or people who want to set up their companies. Again, companies which have an impact. I teach, I speak, I invest in art and creativity. I do very different things, but all my activities are aiming toward the same goal, which is to encourage that transition from the current paradigm, which is unsustainable, to a new one, where we will promote creativity, where we'll take care of the environment, we will take care of each other. So, to go back to us, and why I'm in front of you in this course, we could call this course, how can finance work for the economy, society, and the planet? Because finance has a real impact on the economy, which has an impact on us and on the environment. Finance is like the lifeblood of the whole system, like its control center. It says where the money goes, basically, where the capital goes. So it is crucial, and yet has finance fulfilled its role? So we will explore what its role is, how has it served us well or not well, what is finance? What is the whole financial system for? How can we make it sustainable? Because obviously it's not sustainable. So that's what we will explore together. It will not be an academic course. It will be a course where I will encourage you to think critically about how you as an individual and us as a community, collectively, we can lead the transition to a new world. We are all on the same boat. We need to save this planet. It sounds like a utopia, but all changes in the world start with a utopia. I'm from a small island. If we don't do anything, my island is going to disappear. So that's why we're here together. In the next course, I would like you, the live, the one-on-one, so the face-to-face, the live course, I would like you to introduce yourself so that we get to know each other. I'd like to know what you expect from this course, what your motivations are, what sustainability is for you, why it's important.